We are going to begin a new topic in chapter 2, sexual reproduction in flowering plants. The topic is double fertilization, which is a very important topic. Double means twice. That means the fertilization takes place twice. So pollen tube is carrying two male gametes. Now one male gamete fuses with the egg cell. That is actually fertilization, or we can say true fertilization or syngamy. So in that, the filiform apparatus of synergids guide the pollen tube towards the egg cell. So finally one male gamete fuses with the egg cell and fertilization or syngamy takes place, and as a result zygote is being formed. Zygote is 2n in the ploidy level because one nucleus of male gamete and one nucleus of egg cell fuses and zygote is formed. This zygote is going to form embryo in future. Now the second male gamete, this one. Okay, this male gamete fuses with the two polar nuclei which are present in between the central cell here. See, so these polar nuclei, they fuse with this male gamete and forms PEN. That means primary endosperm nucleus. Primary endosperm nucleus. Fine. Now the primary endosperm nucleus is surrounded by this central cell. This is known as primary endosperm cell. And finally, the endosperm is going to form. Just pay attention here on this diagram. After the fertilization, what happens? Zygote is being formed. The synergids will start degenerating. Fine. And this nucleus, the secondary nucleus which fuses with the male gamete, it forms primary endosperm nucleus. Fine. Which is triploid in nature. Which is triploid, that means 3n. How come? Because two polar nuclei maintain their identity. They are n plus n and one n of the male gamete. So hence triploid 3n. Primary endosperm nucleus has a ploidy level of 3n. Fine. Now this cell, the whole central cell, this is known as primary endosperm cell. Now finally the divisions takes place and the endosperm is being formed. The division of endosperm starts earlier in comparison to the zygote because endosperm is the nutritive tissue. It provides nutrition to the developing embryo. Now let's move to post-fertilization changes. Endosperm development starts firstly because the embryo will require the nutrition. Fine. There are three kinds of endospermic development, according to which we have differentiated three different kinds of endosperms. Free nuclear endosperm, halobial endosperm, then cellular endosperm. Now let's see. Free nuclear endosperm. A very common example, your coconut. The liquid part of your coconut is free nuclear endosperm, which is very much nutritive. What happens? See. The nucleus, okay, the primary endosperm nucleus start dividing, but no cell wall formation. No cell wall formation takes place. Fine. So the cell wall formation is not taking place, only the nucleus is dividing freely. That's why it is known as free nuclear endosperm. Halobial endosperm. Before explaining halobial, I will explain you cellular endosperm because it will give a boost. So cellular endosperm, nucleus starts dividing and along with it the cell wall formation also takes place. Such is known as cellular endosperm, which takes place in Dhatura also. And when you will see the white portion of the coconut, it is the same, cellular endosperm. The liquid portion is the nuclear endosperm and the white portion in the coconut, the white kernel which we are eating, is the cellular endosperm. Now in between both of them there is an intermediate type, halobial endosperm. Halobial endosperm, what happens? When first division takes place, the wall is accompanied. Rest all the division becomes free nuclear. I am repeating again. When first division takes place, first nuclear division takes place, it is accompanied by the cell wall formation. The rest of the divisions are the free nuclear. Okay. So after endosperm, on the basis of endosperm, we have classified the seeds also. Endospermic seeds and non-endospermic seeds. We'll study in detail later on, but just know a bit. Endospermic seeds means the seeds which contain a layer of endosperm after the development of embryo. The development of embryo has taken place, still the endosperm is left. And if the whole endosperm is consumed during the formation of embryo, then they are known as non-endospermic seeds. Embryo, which is an important part, but it is not in very much detail. Still, I have elaborated this topic a bit. In NCERT, we have only the diagrammatic portion, but let us understand. This diagram you have understood. Now see, I am taking this zygote out. Sorry, this one. I am taking this zygote out. This is zygote with nucleus. A division takes place. A transverse division like this takes place. Transverse division. So two cells are formed. This one is the basal cell and this one is the terminal cell according to the positions. According to the positions in that embryo sac. Fine. So that's why this is basal and this is terminal. Fine. Towards the micropylar and towards like. So now what happened? This basal cell is meant for the development of suspensor. It divides again by the transverse wall and forms a suspensor and a haustorium. Haustorium is a bulbous structure. It is the last cell of suspensor. It gets embedded into the endosperm. Endosperm के अंदर चला जाता है ये, and it sucks the nutrition from there. Okay, so it is bulbous structure and it is embedded in the endosperm and it sucks the nutrition from the endosperm to provide it to the embryo. Fine. So this is now what happens. This terminal cell is responsible for the development of embryo. It divides by various divisions, various kind of periclinal, anticlinal, etc., etc. Many kind of divisions, and a ball-like structure, a globular structure is formed. This is known as the globular embryo, which has three layers. The outer one is dermatogen, inside it peribulum, and the interior portion is pleurome. They form various organs of a plant. Fine. So now after this stage, this heart-shaped embryo is formed. It is denoting the stem tip. The stem is being formed. These are the cotyledons and again suspensor haustoria. After this, finally, this kind of dicot embryo is formed. Why it is dicot? Because two cotyledons are there. What is the main function of cotyledons? Now cotyledon will provide nutrition to the developing seed. And the development is complete over here. Thank you.